In New York, a city full of vitality, there is a strange and little-known story hidden. This story originates from the New York subway system, a place full of frightening atmosphere, especially late at night. Joseph is a middle-aged man who has worked in the New York subway system for nearly 20 years and knows every track and station of the subway. He was a man of few words, but his bravery and tenacity earned him high respect among his colleagues. Late one night, Joseph was sent to inspect an abandoned subway track. This is a track deep inside the subway system that no one has visited in decades. Joseph took a flashlight and walked into the dark tunnel alone. The air in the tunnel was filled with damp and musty smell, and the lights on the walls had long lost their brightness. Joseph's flashlight flickered in the tunnel, casting long shadows. He could hear the roar of the subway in the distance and the howl of the wind, sounds that echoed through the tunnels in a frightening way. Joseph walked in the tunnel for a long time, and suddenly, his flashlight illuminated a figure. He was startled and immediately looked at the figure. But what he saw was a woman wearing old-fashioned clothes. The woman's face was pale and there was no life in her eyes. She just stood there, looking at Joseph quietly. Joseph panicked and tried talking to the woman, but she didn't respond. Then, just as Joseph shined his light on her again, she suddenly disappeared. Joseph was so frightened that he immediately escaped from the tunnel. Later, he told the story to his colleagues, but no one believed him. However, since then, every night late at night, someone would see the woman in old-fashioned clothes on the abandoned track. She stood there, quietly watching the people passing by. After the story spread among New York subway workers, many began to fear the abandoned track. Some people are even afraid to walk into the subway tunnel alone at night for fear of meeting that weird woman. This story gradually spread to the citizens and became an urban legend in New York. However, no one knows the true identity of this woman and why she appeared on that abandoned track. Some have speculated that she may have been the victim of an earlier subway accident, or the subject of some unexplained weirdness. Regardless, this bizarre story adds a sense of mystery and horror to New York's subway system. This story, like the New York subway system, is deeply hidden under this bustling city and has become an indelible part of New York. Whenever late at night, when the subway track sinks into darkness again, people will always think of that weird woman and the track full of terror.